The House That Dreamed, Part 3. The Dreamer Within. Claire stepped into the new hallway, the one that had once been a closet hand. The door shut silently behind her. There was no handle on this side. Polish pulsed gently with warm amber light from sconces shaped like open hands. The scent of parchment and dried flowers hung thick in the air. Ahead, the passage turned sharply, then again, folding in on itself like a maze designed by memory, not geometry. In her hand, she gripped the silver key. Its warmth never faded. She walked. The walls whispered, sometimes her name, sometimes not. The archive of breath after what felt like hours. Claire entered a chamber with no ceiling layer, a swirling ink-black void above. By dozens of staircases led in all directions, defying gravity, looping over and beneath each other. Through poor doors, hundreds of them each labeled with a name carved into bone plaques. One door bore the name Ceilia, E-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A-A- A, 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 O, Secca. The key vibrated in her palm. She inserted it. The door opened with a sound like exhaled breath, and inside was Pa, her childhood bedroom. Books on the shelf in perfect order, posters of galaxies and haunted castles. The desks with her first typewriter. Dust motes floated in golden shafts of light, but it was wrong. The air tasted of metal, and the Claire sitting at the desk was frozen in time. The child version of herself blinked. "You shouldn't be here," young Claire said, eyes wide. "I don't know how to leave," older Claire replied. You already did." The room trembled. Layers of the self, the mirror cracked. The scene melted, revealing a theater. Velvet chairs, lined in rows, and a massive curtain at the far end. Claire stood alone as whispers from invisible mouths filled the space. On stage, scenes played memories of her own life, distorted into performance. She saw herself as a teenager discovering her first ghost story in the library. Herself breaking off an engagement after dreaming of shadowed children. Herself again researching obscure Vermont land records in the middle of the night. One actor wore her face and walked into the dream house with exaggerated steps, smiling. "I am every version of you," the actor said, "and I chose this place." "Why?" Claire whispered. "Boom." The actor peeled off her skin like fabric, revealing a figure of swirling mist and blood. "To remember you." The theater plunged into darkness. The curtain lifted. Behind it was the heart of the house. The dreamer within it was a vast dome of flesh and stone, breathing slowly. Roots and veins covered the walls like ivy. In its center, a massive slumbering. I blinked open. Claire fell to her knees. A voice filled the chamber, not with sound, but thought, heavy, ancient. "I dreamed of you before you were born. You are the echo, the return, the librarian of remembrance." She could feel it inside her skull, not speaking to her, but rewriting her. "Why me?" she cried out again. "Because you see, you write, you record." It showed her images, generations of Whitlocks coming to the house, staying, dreaming, and vanishing. A blind of memory keepers. The house was their cradle, their tomb. It was never. Haunted it was alive and lonely. "Stay," it said, "become the dreamer." Her thoughts slowed. Her skin grew cold. The silver key pulsed once in her hand. She stood. "No," she said, "not yet." She jammed the key into her chests, to the soft space over her heart. Pain, blinding and pure, tore through her. Light erupted. The unwritten chapter she awoke in the library. B, the circular one, with symbol-bound books in the veined ceiling. By. The books were now blank, the symbols gone, the mirrors cracked. Pi. And in the center of the room lay the journal, hers, the real one. She opened it. Every page had returned to her hand, her voice, her story. But the final page was blank. One line now appeared. "You choose how this ends." She looked around. The house was silent. Boom. The door to the outside finally opened. No forest, no fog, just daylight. Claire walked forward. Outside, her car was parked as if it had never left. Her phone buzzed. The world had returned. She turned to look at the house one last time. It looked smaller now, empty, but still watching. She did not return. But sometimes, in the early hours of morning, she dreams of the mirror hall. And in the dream, her reflection smiles back and whispers, "One day you'll write again. One day we'll dream together."